Hey everybody, I'm Old Guy Gamer, this is Microsoft Flight Sim, and we got a lot of talking to do, but let's get up in the air before we start that. Alright, let's go. What happened there? What happened there, buddy? And we're off. Alright, let's not start drifting already. Oh my goodness, that was a bit much. What is going on? Holy cow. My goodness. Alright, we're going to jump outside here, because this is a way more fun ride. Anyways, I am really excited to do this video. I'm not going to talk that much. I'm just going to refly the same route that I did not too long ago. We're still climbing a little bit. What I did is I wanted to refly this because I realized I was doing things all wrong. I've done several videos in my Small Town Flyover series, and I've never been really happy with the quality of the graphics. Let's actually jump inside. It's not much quieter in here. Alright, let's just go back outside. I wasn't really happy with the graphics at all. I had all my graphics set to max, and I'm kind of limited to 1080p because of my display settings, but I haven't been really happy with all that. Because even though I'm recording at 1080 and displaying at 1080 and putting them on YouTube as 1080, the graphics just haven't looked good. So I've been really unhappy because I thought I was maxing out my computer's speed. I did some upgrades to memory, and it just wasn't affecting the performance. So a lot of it was because when I did this video for Wright City, Missouri, I flew around St. Louis, and the graphics were showing the St. Louis Arch as being just a big square building, and it didn't show any detail in any of the buildings. So I did a Google search and why does the St. Louis Arch show up as a square building? And after a little bit of Googling, a little bit of searching, I found out that there's an option that you have to click that has nothing to do with graphics. So all of the options that I had been playing with trying to increase the performance of the system and the graphics and all this stuff were on the graphics tab in the settings menu. So what I had to do was go to the bandwidth tab on the settings menu, and there's a little thing, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's called something like Bing Maps integration or something like that, where instead of just taking the Bing image and guessing what's there, you can actually import information from Bing, the search engine, and it will find out what's on the ground. Somehow it makes the graphics better. So my problem is that I didn't have that check mark on that box, so everything was just kind of generic looking. Well, everything was just kind of generic looking whenever I flew over the landscape. So what I found out was when I clicked that Bing integration, it uses a lot more bandwidth, so I'm kind of limited in that aspect because I'm running on wireless. I don't have a hard wire set up for my internet on my computer, but it does use a lot of bandwidth, but I do have plenty of speed. It's just that when other family members are doing school or gaming or TV watching, I'm kind of limited on what I can do. But when I have the internet all to myself, I can run this game with these settings, and then this is what the game looks like with that setting turned on. So going to put, I've got one, yeah, I've got flaps at 1 at the first setting, 15 degrees, I think. Right? Oh, okay. I had them where I wanted them. So I'm going to do the same route, down I-70 westbound, and I'm just going to fly over the same stuff that I flew over before and show you how good this game can look. And we'll show off how good the graphics can be on this game now that I have the internet bandwidth all to myself. So there's the Ameristar Casino. We're coming up here on St. Peter's Cemetery. And then Lindenwood University. I don't know if you remember the last time we flew by here, but Lindenwood was pretty plain looking. And let's see, what did I say? You know what, I'm looking at the other YouTube video that I recorded here. Here's the cemetery. I forget what this was. This was some sort of grocery store, but Lindenwood University was pretty plain looking. There was a couple of distinctive shaped buildings in a pattern, but you couldn't really tell what they were. Well, now when you fly over Lindenwood University, you can see the soccer grandstands clearly. You can see a lot more detail in this university. It's actually really, really cool. Check this out. I'm getting a lot more movement out of my plane than I usually get from just those minor little movements. So now, if you're a student of Lindenwood, you can see all these distinctive buildings, not just the shape, but they look more... I'm assuming that those look like what they should look like in real life. And then over here is that soccer grandstand that I pointed out in the first video, but in the first video it didn't show up. We're here now, you can see the football field, the baseball fields, and the other video this was all much more generic looking. So let's head back over here. Oh, wrong way. I'm going to try and keep this kind of an aspect so I can keep looking around. And I'd like to be a little bit lower. So I'm not going to point out all the things I pointed out in the first video. I'm just going to fly along and let you see the difference in the quality between that first video and this one. And then when we get out to Wright City, we'll see how good we can make it look. There we go. Maybe I should put on some music. Hey, that'll help us enjoy the ride a little bit more. Here it looks like we're flying over Spencer Road. There's Pappas Toyota. Oh, is that the Mid-Rivers Mall? It is. See how much more detailed the Mid-Rivers Mall is than it was before? Before it was just a big X-looking building. And you can see the North Middle School right here. Look at this quarry. I mentioned the Fred Weber quarry before. On the previous video with the worst graphics, it was just a quarry painted on the ground. Here you can actually tell there's depth. You could actually fly down into that elevation and then fly back up to see the walls. That's how detailed the quarry is on this version. Here's Lake St. Louis. And here's that hospital campus on the lake that I was talking about in the last video. How cool that must be to have a hospital on the lake. Here's the Lakeview Elementary School. Talked about them last time. Oh, you know what? That big church is coming up. The Element Church of, what was it called? Element Church of Wentzville? You can actually see it already coming up. See how much detail a church has. That's probably the Camping World right there. And there's Founders Park. There's Urshan College. We mentioned them before. So you guys that watched the previous video, let me know. I'm not going to timestamp this video probably. I don't know, maybe if it gets real popular I will, just to show the comparison of the two. But If you watch both videos, let me know what you think. Definitely take a minute to like the video. I hope you'll appreciate that I am putting videos out there and still trying to find ways to get better at doing what I do. And subscribe to my channel to see what we do next time. I came back to this game because one guy reached out and said, hey, fly over my town. So I decided to. That's how we got to Wright City. There's the Faith Christian Family Church right there, looks like. Get to see your church on a video game. Who'd have thunk it? There's Craig Equipment. See what this is up here. Oh, a DOT way station. Right here. The westbound is on the right side, the eastbound is on the left side as you're looking at it. So this is where we had trouble finding the Skyline diesel and towing before. Let's see if we can find it this time. It's on the south side of the what would be the frontage road. So that means it would probably be right there. Looks like a Skyline diesel and towing. There we go, we found it. Oh, I meant to zoom out and oh my goodness. I can control the plane, but I can't control the mouse. There we go. There's O'Brien Lane. Probably the smallest road I've ever mentioned in a video. Oh, you know what? We probably missed Wright City School. The elementary school over here. Let's go take a look and see if we missed it. I didn't even notice that it was on the north side of a lake. Not on the banks of the lake, but... Oh, see, it's right there. I just wasn't paying attention when I passed it the first time. There's that Wright City East Elementary School. Way more detail this time. Look at that. Alright, now let's get over here and we'll fly around Wright City. If you want to learn about the history of Wright City, I don't know, maybe I'll mention it again just because I got nothing to talk about, but watch the previous video to learn the history. This is just about checking out the graphics of the town, see what it looks like. Alright, this is the eastern edge of Wright City. Let's go take a circle around here around Forest Lake. There's the Coca-Cola bottler. I don't do too much flying outside of the plane like this, so you'll have to forgive me if it's not as smooth. I am definitely not a pilot. There's Forest Lake. Let's go check out the main part of town. Check out Westwoods Road and the high school. There's the high school coming into view. The areas closer to the suburbs of St. Louis, you know, in the suburbs closer to St. Louis, look like they had more detail. I'm gonna have to go back and compare both videos and see if, like, the school buildings are the same quality or if they're a little bit better in this version. And then we'll head back over here and look at the south side of Wright City. Flying over the railroad tracks right now. I don't know what this big building here is. So you guys tell me what you think. Let me know if you think this is completely different from the first video. You guys let me know. The only thing I changed between the last video and this is that Bing Maps integration option. So you tell me if you think this made a difference in the Wright City area. Seems like it really made a difference in St. Louis and the suburbs. So I'll trust your guys' judgment on whether it helped in Wright City or not. Oh, you know what? I did that circle and didn't look at the park. It was just out of view the whole turn. So what I'll do is I'll turn left right around this little pond down here. What was this called? I don't remember what this pond was called or if it had a name. And then we'll head back north when we hit like Skunk Creek over there. Get a better view of the park again, since I missed it on the last time through. There's the Wright City Memorial Park. And then we'll fly over downtown one more time. My wife's calling me for dinner. It's time to go. The only thing I missed seeing was the rest stops at the west end of town. I didn't notice them this time. So let's go check those out real quick. I'm always fascinated with rest stops. We do a lot of road trips. From the time I was a kid, even as an adult, I take my kids on road trips. I love driving. There's the rest stop for westbound, and there's the rest stop for eastbound. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the differences. And I'll probably be going back on those other small town flyover videos, and I don't know if I'll reshoot them shot for shot, but maybe I'll just fly over those towns again just to give them a fair look at what they look like with the new graphics compared to the old ones. Even though it's a week later, I think it's a big difference. So Let's go see if we can find this house that we found before. I feel like we're taxiing very, very fast. Oh, jump! Oh, we almost made it. We would have made it right back over there. It would have been a successful landing if it hadn't been for this stupid speed bump. There's no speed bumps on interstates. And the house that we were trying to go visit was right over there. Oh well. Go watch the old video if you want to see that. I'm Old Guy Gamer. You guys go watch some more videos. I'll go play some more games and I'll meet you back here next time. Bye.